We are Cindy and Eddie.
And this is Squeeze a Day. Hi folks, and welcome back to another video.
Today we are going to be exploring Campeche. How many cities do you know still have walls around them? Campeche is one of them, except that it's not around the city anymore. It still has the embankments though, so we're going to explore those. But first we have to get to them, and to do that we're going to walk there from the Campeche sign going towards the sea gate. Of course, we're going to enjoy some of the beauty this city has to offer on our way, which means walking through this amazing park and enjoying it, as well as seeing some of the art around the city. I'd also like to take a moment to point out how quiet this city actually is. Even though it's supposed to be a bustling city, it really is peaceful. And now for the part we've all been waiting for. We're going to see if we can climb on top of this wall and walk around the old city. What's so amazing about this wall is the fact that it was built to defend the city from pirates. It's also interesting to note that the ocean used to be a lot closer to the gate that we're going through right now. That means it was a lot easier at one point to access these walls from the ocean. Right now, let's go into Plaza de la Independencia, or Independence Plaza, so we have a place to start inside the walls of this amazing city.
Within the original city walls of Campeche, you're going to find some of the oldest parts of the city. As you walk around town, you'll notice that a lot of these buildings have the original architecture, which means they're the original buildings.
That also means that this UNESCO World Heritage Site is quite beautiful and amazing to behold when you're actually here.
Let's talk about this little model we've got right here.
Look at how large and detailed this is.
This wall section is actually here in real life, but on the model it's missing. That's the Zocalo that we were just visiting, and that's the church across the street that we were filming. And if you look, there's the Zocalo now. As we've been walking and enjoying each one of the monuments, we've noticed that the city has placed QR codes in a location that's easy to access, where you can scan it and find the information about the monument you're standing next to.
From there we went directly north to get to the Bastion of Santiago. Currently used as a garden, it costs 15 pesos per person to get in here. And as exciting as that is, we've been to some amazing gardens in the past. We're going to pass this one up to get onto the next site.
When the wall was torn down right here, it separated New City from Old City.
The old city looks absolutely amazing, and we definitely want to go explore that in some future video. However, right now it's about midday and we've walked midway through the city, so it is time for us to go and get some food.
We have arrived to the market. We're going to go take a walk around inside and show you what we find. This is more of a local market than a tourist style market.
That's what we believe, at least. We haven't seen it yet, so we're going to see as well as show you at the same time.
Since it's Sunday afternoon and late in the day, things are starting to close down. We want to show you more of what is available than actually go shopping ourselves.
Even though a lot of places were starting to close down, we found this taco restaurant and decided to sit down and try a couple tacos because there were a lot of locals here. As it turns out, we really enjoyed those tacos, but let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Those tacos were phenomenal, and it's conveniently located. It's right here on the corner, so it's easy to access, and that's the place that you're looking for. We paid about 75 pesos for those 5 tacos. They were well worth it. They were decent size, had a lot of meat on them, and were quite delicious. Definitely come here for dessert. This is not the largest market we've been into by far, but it's also not the smallest. They definitely have the things that the locals are going to need, and a couple of things that you might be interested in yourself.
It's definitely not souvenirs though, so it's kind of nice that way.
In here you're going to find your fish and meats, and of course you're going to have your produce, fruits, and vegetables.
Do you know that smell of a fresh fruit like a pineapple, orange, or even things like tomatoes and onions? That's the smell we kept getting as we were walking around here.
Just in case you're wondering, they do have parking on top for convenience.
We also found other kitchen essentials like spices, pans, plates, but they had flowers as well, which is pretty awesome.
It's a well of a reason to recycle.
Now that lunch is done, we're going to get right across the street, back onto the wall, and continue to explore this amazing city. The wall on the land side of the city was pretty much the largest portion that was still intact. It's also where the museum is going to be located. Unfortunately, you cannot get to the museum from the outside of the city, so you have to go into the city through one of the other entrances. The museum is also where you're going to be able to access the top of the wall so you can walk around a portion of the city up there. It costs 40 pesos per person per day to be able to access the top of the wall, and honestly the view up there is one of a kind and gives you a view of the entire city, so we think it was worth it. But you can also take a look at all the museum artifacts that are on the ground level in the museum.
Walk down this segment here and then she'll let you into this door here where the tour starts. I think it's a self-guided tour.
This is going to be the inside of the wall, and that's going to be the outside of the wall.
It is so wild to think that we are on the wall right now, walking around this city.
Sorry, but when are you ever going to be able to see a view like that?
You can actually see the end of the wall right here from up here. From here you can see that is where the center gate is that led to the mainland. So I don't know about you, but I could definitely see myself living here. Not only do you have the beach, perfect weather, if not perfect, it might be a tad hot, but that's what the beach is for. And they've got a fort. It's like every kid's dream. So we stopped by here just to look inside because, well, it's cool. But what we didn't know is that the temperature in here is like 20 degrees cooler.
It is so cool.
It's like, it's
cooler than cool.
Yeah, we've got a breeze coming through here, and I don't even know if this is going to sound okay because it echoes. But there's a breeze blowing through. The sun is not directly on us. It's actually not too bad. I don't know if I want to stay in here and like guard it every day, but it's a quick stop out of the sun, which is nice. This is Walking Street. We showed you the other side when we were way down there by that angel. So it looks like it's almost completely closed down. Not really much going on. We're gonna go that way to get to the Melicon, so we'll show you what we see along the way. We just showed you that church, and down that way, that's where the Central Park is. This, on the other hand, looks like it's the central area, probably main staging area, offices, general's headquarters building, stuff like that.
And now we're going to take a walk down towards where Walking Street starts. As you can see, there are plenty of restaurants right here for you to be able to sit down, enjoy some food, and relax, as well as shopping areas. You can get souvenirs or anything that you're looking for. There are two more portions of the wall we want to see. This is Balarte de Santa Rosa. There's not a whole lot going on here, but it is nice and quiet. There's not a whole lot of tourists getting in the way, so we had pretty much reign of the place, and the view is pretty phenomenal. We definitely recommend going here, if not first, one of the earlier portions of your visits in Campeche. The last portion of wall that we're going to go visit before we go explore the exterior parts of the city and the coastline is going to be San Carlos. This is one of the most popular tour sites in Campeche, and in a moment you're going to see why. They do a really good job of preserving the history of Campeche and showing some of the tradition and culture that was established here with the fort from ancient times. And to be honest with you, we just think it's pretty fun to be here. And now there's a coastline to explore, and to do that we're going to head south towards the start of the Malecon.
They have a Parque Aquatico here, but unfortunately it is closed for maintenance right now. What you can see though is how beautiful it actually is. Looks like a lot of fun. You've got one section that's just covered in water and the other section that's dry, except that it's real close to the water, or ocean rather. These spin in this area that's for kids. That's at the start of the Malecon heading north. We're gonna follow the Malecon. Let's go for a walk. The Malecon is a 10-mile stretch of oceanfront property where people go to walk, run, bicycle. They even have exercise equipment.
And areas for the kids to play.
That's a shipwreck. They also have several restaurants along the way, so if you feel the need to grab a bite to eat, I'm guessing the fish is pretty fresh.
Look what we just found.
If fishing is your thing, this is a place to be. Once you're done with your catch, come clean it right here on the docks. Different equipment to do different exercises along your route.
Check this place out. Tonight we're going to be coming back here for a water and light show.
We weren't looking for this go-kart track. We just happened upon it, but it's easy to find because it's right across from the Home Depot. We stopped by here for a quick dinner on our way, and that is Luis.
He helped us out.
He is here with this restaurant. The food is delicious. They have a couple local dishes as well as a couple more Americanized.
You're coming to Mexico and Europe, yeah, delicious.
We're really happy with it. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
The light show was free for anybody who wanted to see it. When we first heard about it, we thought that it would be something interesting to add to our video. What we didn't know was that we would actually enjoy it so much. Because they were using popular music, we couldn't put any of that in the video, but the light show and water show was pretty amazing.
If you've made it this far, thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Stay tuned for our continued adventures as we travel around Mexico. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so that you can continue to follow along with us as we continue on this adventure.
And as always, squeeze the day and be well.